Alrighty, welcome everyone. I am Giri, and today we're doing a drawing stream. Today we will be drawing the elderly cat chef from Monster Hunter World Iceborne. She is quite adorable and makes some very delicious food after I did the really strong cat chef, the Moewster chef. From the last one, I had several requests to do the Elder Cat Chef as well, so we'll be doing her today. Anyways, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Nafuzi. Thank you for coming out here. Good to have you. Yeah, you're at work right now, but you'll be lurking. Well, I am thankful to have the lurk in any case. So I got to make this one kind of quick because I have something happening later today, so let's get going. Alright, we got her little headband on it, or whatever the heck it's called. Out. She's got some nice clean shape to her. Let's see. Yeah, so she's got a scarf down under here. We pull the design of that in. Let's see. Pull that. Let's see. Oh, what do we are actually doing? Probably serving a big plate of something. That's just the way it has to be. I've been drawing a lot of food in my paintings lately. I like drawing food. It's got nice color variety and fun shapes often. We'll look that out real quick. Need to do a little bit of liquefy here, I think. Just gotta balance the shape out. There we go. That's better. We'll put some mounds of something in here. I don't we'll figure out exactly what we want later. Let's see. Let's get her shawl there. Or the sleeves of the shawl, rather. And I guess I got like our arms of our coat. She does live in that icy camp. Well, we can avoid actually drawing paws or hands by having her holding this thing, so. Let's see, what do we got? And then down here she's got like a couple bags of spices and stuff on her belt. I'll do another one here. And the ladle. There we go. That's kind of the bulk of it. There's, I guess, an apron that this is all on as well, but beyond that, you don't really see a whole lot else in the design, so nice and simple one. Let's get your face in. So, little nose and mouth here. With a couple little tiny pair of glasses on top of it. And her eyes way set back. Little eyebrows. A little bit of a fur pattern here, kind of cuts through her eyes. Alright, there we go. Let's get some color on this. I don't know exactly what color I want the background, but I know it's got, or what I want in the background, but I know it's got to be kind of in that red-orange range, as literally every scene involving her has that kind of red-orange setting, so I'm just going to throw a quick coat of that on. Good. That'll be good enough for a rough background for now. We can worry about more precise coloring later. Let's see. Alright, so she's kind of got dull red shawl here. With kind of like white pattern on it. Might need a little more red in it. That's about right. Mm-hmm. Pull the shawl color through here, off over on that side. Cool. Good enough for the shawl. Let's get our scarf. And it's kind of very yellowy orange. Mm-hmm. I have a very light, slightly yellow gray here for the white of her fur. There's so much yellow and oranges in the seams that if we don't put a little bit of yellow in it, it won't quite work right. Do the same for a more medium gray or darker half of her fur. Oh, hello, Grimsley. How are you? Thank you for coming to the stream. Let's see. Just painting the elderly cat chef, Monster Hunter Iceborne. When I painted the muscly cat chef, I got a lot of people asking if I could paint the older one as well. Cool. I think you're just scrolling on too. Ah, that's right. You were the one that requested I draw Oda, weren't you? Did you see that stream at all? I drew her up a couple days ago. I haven't made a short of it yet, but I have gotten her drawn. There's a link in to my Twitter down below if you haven't seen the actual painting. It's up there as well. I played Monster Hunter before on the PSP. I was tempted to buy World a few years ago, but didn't make it. I mean, you could still buy World now. There's shockingly on like Steam and stuff, there's still an active World player base. Let's get a base color apron in here. Alright, let's pretty close. You know, a few more of the close to the base colors here. The spoon. We get the sacks of spices. And we need to come up with something for the dish itself. Let's grab our kind of gray for that dish. Make it a porcelain or something. You'll go check it out? Alright, cool. Let me know how you like it. I quite enjoyed drawing Oda and heard a lot of positive feedback, so I'm hoping you'll enjoy it as well, or her as well. Sack's just a little more of a burlappy color. Not there, or there. There, yeah, a little more burlappy. Actually curious on how you're gonna make the table. The dish she's holding right now. I hadn't really decided. I'm just kinda going. That's too bright. That's much better. More in that spice color. Or leafy greens. Let's see, I think maybe something in a red sauce might do nicely. Is it a dish? The thing in front of her here? Yeah, she's like holding a plate of food was the intention. As, you know, cat chef serving food. You can add some like chunks of stuff in it. Like a stew or something. Let's see, let's get a little more color variety in here. Add a bit of depth to it. We'll actually jump up onto a top layer so we can start drawing over the line art, because that's a pretty sketchy layer there. A little bit more oranges. That color variety up even more. Zoom in a little bit too. You can start putting like grab something right. We'll put like little bubbles and stuff in it, and it'll start looking a little more liquidy. Alright, let's kind of get these guys merged into the fluid, the stew. Let's see, a little bit of a yellower color here, maybe a little bit more red into that too. So it looks like they're coated in that sauce a bit. I don't know what these are, maybe chunks of potato or something. I'm just kind of sketching it and making it up as I go here. Pull something a bit brighter yellow to kind of highlight the edge there. Let's repeat with these over here. Looks like a curry to you? And curry's a great dish. I love curry. What kinds of foods do you like? I was just commenting earlier on the stream that I have realized I've kind of fallen into drawing lots of food with the characters I draw these days, which I don't think is a bad thing. I find food fun to draw. Let's see, we can pull the shadow in over here. Pull a bit of highlight in over here. It'll help it start looking a little more rounded. There we go. Excellent. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling pretty okay. I didn't get the most amount of sleep. I would have liked to get a little more sleep last night, but all things considered, I am still feeling pretty good, despite maybe not having gotten nearly enough sleep. How are you feeling? Are you having yourself a good day? Good morning? Let's a little bit of that, and we can draw the rim. This, make it a little clearer. There we go. It's not bad. I'd like to get a couple little bright, shiny speculars on this. Some glistens and shines and stuff. Just help it look a little more delicious. Let's actually get a little more color variety in those too. There we go. Let's start to get something. Want some very bright blues for some of these as well. Maybe come in here with a little bit of just general speckliness. No, not with that color. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's been peppered slightly. Let's get some more kind of bright colors. Yeah, so far doing good for me, but I'm kind of feeling lonely here because I'm all alone in my apartment, and talking to you makes me feel a bit... Well, I'm glad I can give you a bit of reprieve from that. I'm certainly happy to talk with anyone. I understand the feeling of sitting alone in your apartment and not really feeling like you have a whole lot to talk to. Just kind of on your weekend and not really going to work, and you don't even get to see the people you begrudgingly work with, sort of deal. I don't know how your coworkers are, you might enjoy them. I'm just making jokes. Though I certainly do appreciate, you choosing to spend your time hanging out with me and chatting. All right, I like that, the way that dish came out. It looks like a nice curry. I don't know what exactly is in that curry, but it looks pretty nice. So we're gonna move on and start adding some more texture to the rest of her. In there. Excellent. Let's kind of pull in the shadow under the shawl there. Give that a little more depth. Start getting some of that pattern of the shawl on as well. We're going to paint a nice light yellow-gray for that. This is a strange pattern. It's like very geometric, which I suppose makes sense. Might be a bit too bright, honestly. That might be a bit better. Sure. So I'm not sure if people will actually know if I get this accurate or not, so I might just kind of get it approximate. It's a complicated enough pattern that I don't think people will notice. So let's see. You haven't played Monster Hunter. You haven't played any of the like new world Monster Hunters. I assume you haven't played Rise. Have you played any other interesting games lately? I always love hearing about what kinds of games people are playing lately and stuff. And I'm an avid gamer myself, so hearing what's good is always cool. Let's get a little bit of highlight across the top of this, start indicating the curvature. There we go. Starting to look okay. Pulling some more shadows to give it some depth to this. Sleeves and of the coat and stuff. There we go. That's looking okay. A little bit of that shadow over on the outside here as well. Nice, nice. Shadow in here just a little more. Help the edge of the dish pop. Bring those same shadows down here. Good, good. Alright, mimic that one over here, and I want to grab some of this shadow here. Looks perfect so far. Thank you. I appreciate that. She has a very nice design, and that makes it a lot easier. Some characters have very complex designs that make it very hard to paint them well. But the Moewster chef here, she has a very nice, simple, fun design, clean shapes. And a little dab here with some shadow. Let's get the shadows on these bags. Oh, those patterns, you might give that cat some kind of character. I never thought of that, not gonna lie. Well, the patterns are just kind of, they're just from her design in Monster Hunter, so yeah, they definitely give a lot of character. But I certainly can't take claim for them myself. They're a very simplified version of the design in Monster Hunter, but that's where they are. It's this nice, clean geometric pattern wrapping around the edge of the shawl. It's really pretty. Get some shadow here. Help add some random roundness to this bag. There we go. There we go. Let's pull some of that shadow in right around the neck as well there. Cool. Alright, let's get some like little shadows and bright points for the leaves and herbs here. Her 11 herbs and spices. A little bit of slightly bluer green just for some color variety there. Slightly yellower green and get a little more color variety. Alright, there we go. Let's kind of get a little bit of a occlusion shadow here where the bag's touching the apron. Hope those pop out a little more since they're close-ish in color. And that same occlusion shadow there on the spoon. Speaking of which, we need to add a little bit of color to that spoon. The rim on it. Add some depth to that. Go just a little bit bluer. There we go. Just kind of rough that in a bit. Shadow there too. All right. Cool. Not perfect, but you know, it'll do. There's a little bit on the base layer that needs to get cleaned up. There we go. I believe she's got a little bit of a belt that all this is hung on, so we'll pull that through as well. A little rope or something. There we go. Oh, okay. Let's a little bit on that face, kind of polish it up since everything else is looking pretty good. And want a little bit of pink for the underside of the nose there. thought about adding depth to the apron would be longer, but I'm surprised you managed to make it look so good. Yeah, I mean, it's all about just kind of getting a little bit of that feeling of roundness, which just a little bit of shadow on either side of the thing, and kind of leave some parts a little bit bright. Can very easily do that with just a few strokes. I also want to get that scarf polished up, because that's supposed to have like a big knot here. We're a little bit too saturated, not nearly enough pale yellow in that scarf. So pull a bit more of that pale yellow through. And we can use the original yellow more for our shadows and stuff. There we go. That's looking about right. Let's pull a few little tassels through. Help it feel a little more like a scarf there. Nice bright highlight there. I'm kind of highlight a couple other little spots. There we go. Alright, let's jump to her face again, because we kind of danced away from that pretty quick. Glasses, I think they're kind of a gold bronzy color here. They're pretty thin, but we're going to do what we can. Add a little bit of color depth here. We'll pull some nice bright whites in here. And maybe a bit darker down here. There we go. That'll help them feel a little bit more roundy. And let's see, they don't really have lenses in them in the base art, but we can add a little bit of a blue tint to kind of indicate the presence of lens. With just a white gleam off of them. There we go. Darken up her eyes so they're a bit easier to see. She constantly squints because, you know, she's old. She can't open her eyes too much anymore. So we just gotta do what we can with the squinty eyes. So I can kind of feather this a bit so it looks a little more like a fur pattern. There we go. We can do the same for the eyebrows. Alright, let's grab a little bit of a bright yellowish we can pull in here. Use it to kind of add some highlight to the face, indicate some roundness. A little whiter there. There we go. That'll do that. Kind of blend the edge of this shawl so they're not nearly as hard line art. Okay. Let's zoom out and take a quick assessment here, shall we? Kind of soften that a bit so it's doesn't stand out nearly as heavily. Blend those, just soften that edge a little bit as it's less important. Soften that one. See that little bit there. Soften that a little bit. Alright, I think I want to add a little more sparkly, glittery brightness to the dish itself. And maybe a couple little ones to the glasses here. Let's see, can we get maybe a little bit of nice orange, big soft, and we'll color dodge this a little bit so we can just kind of get a glow. Ooh, perfect. Alrighty. And we can grab like nice bright yellows for a couple spots here. Those nice little vertical glistens. It's getting pretty close to done. I knew this one was going to be a shorter stream because I have a bit of a I have an appointment I have to get to in not terribly long, so I wanted to make sure that I could get it done pretty quick, even if it wasn't like the most elaborate painting. But so yeah, we're getting pretty close to done. I don't really have a solid back. We can take a moment and maybe put some like something in for a cleaner background. She normally stands in front of a really big pot with like a cat design on it, so maybe we do that. Let's see. We'll, those, we can just hide her. And start pulling that pot in. It's got like red paint, terracotta kind of reds and stuff. Okay, sounds good. Alright. A little spiral there. It's got a couple of ears on it. And a side shadow there. Pull the same side shadow there. We can use some of those as well. It's not the most amazing painting of the pot, but it's not what not our subject for the day. Add some kind of substance to the inside. Pop her back in. Let's see. Probably needs like a wood floor or something then. Some kind of floor-like structure. That kind of pull these here. Pattern of a wood floor down, sorta. Let's her again real quickly. Shadow the edge of this a bit better. That. There we go. Now it kind of looks like a big pot of something sort of behind her. Not like the most elaborate, sophisticated pot, but it gets the point across, especially for people who are familiar with the character. They will recognize the pot, I think. Oh, we should give her a shadow under her. There we go. That way, just kind of set her into the scene that way. We can kind of a little bit of shadow on the bottom hem of her dress, coat, whatever that happens to be. Help set her into the scene a little bit more. There we go. Okay. I think I am going to call that done, however. So we've been painting for 50 minutes here, and I need to keep this one at about an hour, so thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you, Nafuzi. I think you may have already left. Thank you, Grimsley. I appreciate it, having you guys out here. It gives me someone to talk to, and, you know, I enjoy sharing the art with people. It's why I stream it on YouTube, is I like sharing the art. I'll have this posted on Twitter. If you haven't, please go check out the Twitter, and it's down below in the description. And I will be painting again sometime tomorrow. I think tomorrow morning. I got another painting. Let me take a look here at my schedule. So I have, what is that on the schedule? Oh, I'm gonna draw Gura in her Dinah costume. Gargura. So, I will see all y'all later. You have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out.